Hello, everyone, and welcome to Uncivil Law, where we learn through the misfortunes of others. As always, if you're enjoying our legal education content, I hope today will be the day that I earn your subscription. For today's story, we're dealing with an update in Capitol riot stories. This is United States of America versus Andrew Quinton Taake, who was caught on Bumble. He shared his thoughts of the day with his would-be companion, but it was not to be, for the companion has ratted him out to the FBI. So we're going to learn a little bit about our day when Bumble and what we said and how it's being used against us in a court of law. Let's get started with this. On or about January the 9th of 2021, the FBI received a tip from an individual who provided information on a Capitol rioter by the name of Andrew Taake, owner of High Flow Houston. Fun. Witness 1 messaged Taake on a dating app, Bumble, while he was in Washington, D.C. Although Taake and Witness 1 never met in person, how sad, Taake discussed his participation in the riot with Witness 1 and sent Witness 1 several pictures of himself, including a picture of himself taken on January 6th after he was allegedly pepper sprayed by law enforcement. Witness 1 is said Taake admitted being inside the U.S. Capitol for 30 minutes. Below is a screenshot of these messages. In addition, Bumble provides users with location information of other individuals using the application. Witness 1 provided a screenshot of Take's January 6 location information to the FBI. The application takes Taake in Alexandria, Virginia, a town nearby Washington, D.C. I know it well. And there he is on his motorcycle. Alexandria, Virginia, 8 miles away, but he lives in Houston, Texas. How fun. He looks really good on his motorcycle. Witness number 1 also provided below the screenshot of an image from Take's Bumble account to the FBI. Andrew, 32, owner at High Flow Houston, Houston Community College, 2014. Looking good on that plane, Andrew. Looking good on that plane. Following this tip, the FBI reviewed flight records for Taake and determined that he flew Spirit Airlines, which I can recommend. Spirit Airlines are very nice. They're one of my favorite discount airlines, incidentally. They're upgraded seating, which is kind of their first class, but not really. But it's actually relatively cheap, and it's a really good experience. I recommend Spirit highly. Yeah, anyways, he flew Spirit from George Bush International Airport from Houston to Baltimore and returned to Houston on January 8th. The FBI also located publicly posted videos and photographs showing Taake at the U.S. Capitol. Several of these images show Taake using what appears to be a metal whip and pepper spray to attack law enforcement officers. All the photographs on page 5 of the document are photographs the FBI has recorded. And yeah, I mean, there he is with his pepper spray and some sort of whip thing. And yeah, that seems to be something along the lines of what's happening, yes? Some more photos. On May the 28th of 2021, the FBI showed the 2 photos immediately above, obtained through FBI searches of social media, to a FedEx delivery driver who had minutes before delivered a package to Andrew Taake at his home address. Yeah, we're looking for this guy. Oh yeah, I just delivered him a package. The delivery driver identified Taake as the person appearing in these photos. In addition, physical surveillance was conducted at Take's home, and a black Toyota Tundra bearing a Texas license plate was observed in the driveway. The vehicle is registered to Andrew Taake at the same address. The FBI has also reviewed body-worn footage taken from the Metropolitan Police Department. The videos show that by 1:16 p.m., a police line had formed on U.S. Capitol grounds to prevent rioters from entering the U.S. Capitol building. The MPD officers stood behind a barricade of bike racks, with the rioters on one side of the bike rack. At approximately 1:16 p.m., the Metropolitan Police Department body-worn camera shows Taake taking a step forward toward the bike racks and the MPD officers. He subsequently raised his arm and pepper sprayed the law enforcement officers. Immediately after the attack, Taake retreated back into the crowd of rioters. Screenshots are taken below. Taake is circled in red. I've reviewed additional body-worn camera taken from the MPD that shows Taake engaging in a second assault on law enforcement. In addition, videos at approximately 2 p.m., MPD officers attempt to make their way through the crowd of rioters to reinforce law enforcement officers that were preventing rioters from entering the U.S. Capitol building. At 2:01, rioters clustered in front of MPD, preventing them from moving forward. 1 minute later at 2:02, Taake emerged from the crowd and can be seen striking officers with a weapon that appears to be a whip. Okay, so now we're engaged in an armed assault on police. This is going to end really, really well. Screens from the body-worn camera are shown below. Taake is circled in red. Yep, there's Taake with his metal whip. Yeah, metal whip, and apparently seems to be striking at the officers. Look, this is taken from a body-worn camera. So he's right in front of that officer. Right? So we've got him, yeah. The weapon Taake is wielding appears to be similar to a whip-like self-defense tool seen below, which I've been informed may be called a stinger, if you're interested in that kind of thing. When a good time turns around, you must whip it. You'll never live it down unless you whip it. No one gets away until they whip it. I say whip it. Whip it good. I say whip it. Whip it good. Crack that whip. Give it past the slip. Step on a crack. Bake your mama's back. Now whip it. Whip it good. Dun, 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 dun. The FBI has also reviewed security camera footage from inside the Capitol. In these videos, Taake can be seen entering and walking through the Capitol. Screenshots from these videos are shown below. Taake is circled in red and can be seen openly holding the whip-like weapon in several of the screenshots. The whip-like weapon is circled in several of the screenshots below. Yep, no, there he is. There he is walking through the building with his whip in hand. Yep, now he's walking back with whip in hand. I guess he's whipped out. The FBI has compared the above images with Taake's Texas driver's license. In addition, the FBI conducted an in-person interview of Taake. Great. After the interview, I again reviewed the above images. Based on my observation of Taake during the interview, I determined Taake is the individual, circled in red. Finally, the FBI identified Taake's cellular phone number, a number ending in 4868. According to Spirit Airlines, Taake provided that number as his contact number when he booked his flight. In addition, this Facebook account for his company, High Flow Houston, lists the same number as a contact number. The Verizon cellular telephone number ending with 4868 was cross-referenced against cellular towers that were obtained through a search warrant. In and around the time of the incident, a phone associated with that number was identified as using a cellular site consistent with providing service to that area. Based on the foregoing, the FBI believes the following. We're guilty of obstruction. Sounds promising. On 2 separate occasions, violated the law, which makes it a crime to forcibly assault a police officer. Yep. And in using a deadly or dangerous weapon. Yep. The FBI believes he violated the law, which makes an act to interfere with law enforcement. The FBI believes he violated the law, which makes it illegal to enter the Capitol grounds. I mean, we did see pictures of him in the building. And the FBI believes he violated the law by uttering abusive language while he was in the building. So, yeah, probably all those things. Thus, that brings us to the end of this case of United States of America versus Taake. In this case, we learned that Bumble, once again, is a source of many lulls when it comes to Capitol rioting. And we learned that he likes to drive a whip and also carry a whip. And he likes to use both these whips in his dating and personal life. How interesting. A well-rounded whip-related man. So now he is going to be on the wrong end of the whip of justice. And yeah, it's probably not going to end well because of the receipts. So we will see how the case develops against Mr. Taake. And for the moment, that brings us to the end of the discussion of this case. Thank you so much for being part of the Uncivil Law family. If you enjoyed this legal education content, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. We appreciate your continuing support. Until later, my friends, cheers and goodbye.